students. So in this video lecture I am going to discuss about classification of muscles. It's the introductory lecture in which I will just introduce you about the classification of the muscle. Classification of muscle in this lecture is uh, discussed on the basis of striations, control and situation. These are 3 points on which we will classify muscle in different categories, different class, different types. So first of all, please look over here. So muscle in human body, there are 600 muscles. Muscles perform many useful functions and help in doing everything in day-to-day life. So this is just the information, general information about muscle, that there are more than 600 muscles and perform various functions in our day-to-day life. And muscles are classified by 3 different methods based on different factors, like depending on the presence or absence of striations, depending upon the control, depending upon the situations. So these are 3 points upon which we classify muscle in different categories, different class. So let's first talk about depending on situation, striations. Depending on striations, muscles are of 2 types: striated muscle, non-striated muscle. So striated muscle and non-striated muscle. So striated muscles means muscle which have large number of cross striations. Striations are the transverse lines, strip, you can say. These are visible in electron or microscopic structure. When we see under light microscope or lab microscope, there these appear as transverse line. There are lines which stripe like a structure which appear over here. So that's why these muscles are called striated muscle. So these are present in the cardiac muscles and skeletal muscle. The 2 muscles are there which belong to this striated muscle category. First one is skeletal muscles and second one is the cardiac muscle. These 2 muscles are also called striated muscle. They have striations when we look under microscope or observe it under microscope. Second in this category, non-striated muscle. It means the muscle which doesn't have cross striations. It is also called pain muscle or smooth muscle because they doesn't have striations, stripe over there. That's why these are also called smooth muscle. And pain muscle because they have pain receptors. They sense pain. These are also found in body visceral organ. Visceral organ, body viscera, you can say. So these muscles are found in the body in internal organs, like in our alimentary canal, gastrointestinal tract, we can say, GI tract, we can say, blood vessels. These body visceral organs contain non-striated muscles. Next, depending upon control, the muscles are classified into 2 types. Control muscles are of 2 types, that is voluntary muscle, involuntary muscle. Voluntary, that means muscles which are in our control or which contract and relax by our will. Whenever we want any muscle to contract or relax, it will contract and relax. It works on our will. That's why these are called voluntary muscles. Skeletal muscles are voluntary muscles. These muscles are innervated by somatic nervous system. Nervous system have different types, different parts. So somatic nerves are the nerves which innervate muscular system in our body. That's why these are called somatic nerves. And these nerves send signal to the skeletal muscle. One is the involuntary muscles that cannot be controlled by the will. The cardiac muscle and the smooth muscle are involuntary muscle. You can understand that involuntary means that doesn't have control, or that doesn't contract or relax, or that doesn't work according to our will. That's why they are called involuntary muscle. So cardiac muscle, smooth muscle. Cardiac muscle means hard muscle, the muscle which are present in our heart. They do not contract and relax by our will. It functions by itself. Smooth muscle are muscles of GI tract, blood vessels, and the body viscera muscles that doesn't contract or relax by our will. They function by their own. These are innervated by autonomic nervous system. These are directly controlled by the nervous system. Autonomic nervous system, the brain itself control it whenever it want it contract or relax, when there is signal from the brain. There is not involvement of our will. That's why they are called involuntary muscle. So other situation is other type of classification is depending upon the situation. So situation means presence, where the muscle is present. Depending upon the situation, the cardiac muscles are classified into three types: skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle, and smooth muscle. Skeletal muscle means you can understand muscle which are present along with our bony structure, skeletal system. Cardiac muscle are the muscle which are present in our heart, and the smooth muscle are the muscle which are present in the body viscera. So let's discuss in brief over here about skeletal muscle. The muscle is situation in association with the bones forming the skeletal system. Skeletal muscle form about 40 to 50% of body mass, and then voluntary and striated. Voluntary means they work, they control, they are in our control. They contract or relax by our will. These muscles are supplied by somatic nervous system. Okay, these are the skeletal muscle. Fibers of the skeletal muscle are arranged in parallel. In most of the skeletal muscle fiber are attached to tendons on either side. Tendons are the proteinaceous fibers which help the muscle. Tendons are the proteinaceous fibers which help muscle to attach with the bones. So these are the attached on either side with the tendons. Muscles are anchored to bone by the tendons. So next one is the cardiac muscle, form the musculature of the heart. These muscles are striated and involuntary. So striated means they have striations, stripes like appearance, stripes are present, and they are involuntary. It means they do not work or they do not contract or relax by our will. They function against our will. Cardiac muscle are supplied by the autonomic nervous system. So next one is the smooth muscle. Here we can see smooth muscle is situated in association with viscera, body viscera, visceral organ. All body viscera is innervated by smooth muscle. It is also called visceral muscle. It is different from the skeletal and cardiac muscle because of the absence of cross striation, which means they are non-striated muscles, and the name smooth muscle. Smooth muscle is supplied by the autonomic nervous system or nervous fibers, autonomic nerve fiber. They are in direct control with the brain. Smooth muscle form the main contractile unit of the wall of the various visceral organ. So wall of means the alimentary canal, blood vessels, and all reproductive organs. They all are innervated by smooth muscle, and they are in direct control with the brain, not in our will, but in brain. They are innervated by autonomic nervous system. So these are the different types of muscles, or depending upon different types of classification. That's all. Thank you.